Hi guys, it's me Hardik Khandelwal back again, and in this video I'm gonna talk about a question जो लोग अब मुझसे पूछते हैं. मैं पहले काफ़ी लोगों से पूछता था और उसका मुझे कभी एक आंसर मिला नहीं. Like there are multiple answers to that question, and the question is, as the video title says, DSA start कैसे करें? What topics to study, what not to study, कितने questions करने चाहिए, क्या करूँ, क्या ना करूँ, and there is no end to it. Do you relate to this question? If yes, please answer in the comment window. So, uh, remembering my old days, right? When I was in college, and I used to ask everyone, "कि bro, तू DSA कैसे पढ़ रहा है?" So somebody used to say, "यार मैं book पढ़ रहा हूँ. I am reading Corman, I am reading Dipali Srivastava." Some used to say, "I don't study books. Book पढ़ने से कुछ नहीं होगा. You need to code. कुछ नहीं समझे सीधा कोड करने लो." Right? And somebody used to say कि 1000 सवाल करो, कोड शेफ करो, हैकर रैंक करो, हैकर अर्थ करो, लीड कोड करो, and मैंने सब किया. Right? I started from books, I tried different platforms, I tried everything. I tried to read through articles, ये topic पढ़ा, वो topic पढ़ा, सब खिचड़ी बना दी. And at the end of the day, कुछ नहीं हुआ मेरे से. मतलब after 1 year, I wasn't even able to code very well. I struggled with the same thing कि logics कैसे बनाऊँ? How do I make logics? या मैं इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व कैसे करूँ? यार ये टॉपिक तो मैंने पढ़ा नहीं. अरे शिट, मैंने वो टॉपिक पढ़ा था और मुझे याद ही नहीं है. How do I revise things? इतनी सारी चीजें हैं पढ़ने को. So what did I do next? I started introspecting the meaning of life, universe, and everything. And I realized that I am at ground zero and I need to reach somewhere. And I need to have an aim first. So, what was my aim? My aim was placements. I was like, boss, I need to study DSA for two things. One reason is I should be able to code well because that's what I have decided my career path to be. And secondly, I need to prepare well for placement oriented companies. The companies that ask me coding related problems, I should be able to answer those. And then I realized one more thing कि ये जो DSA के जो टॉपिक्स लोग इतने स्कैटर्ड कहते हैं कि पहले DP कर लो या DFS कर लो, the thing is they are very related. And I started making a chronological order out of it, a sequential manner. I prepared a graph that says that okay, I'm gonna start from the very basics. I'm gonna start with say data structures के basic कि loops कैसे लिखते हैं. From that, I'm gonna study topics that are related to that. From that, I'm gonna study topics that are related to that. And at the end, I'm gonna stop at a point जहाँ पे I can use everything. So this is what I call my 0 to hero formula because I started at 0 and then I started connecting the dots, and while I was connecting the dots, I was able to revise the topics, I was able to solve more complex problems, and it gave me a very good framework to decide what to use in a problem, what not to use in a problem, and everything became a piece of cake. And how did this help me out in future as well? So when I was switching my job from Amazon to Google, I really had no time to study, and you wouldn't believe I just did 30 problems before my Google interview. That's it. I didn't do a single problem more than that, and I was able to ace the interviews. Like that's why I'm now sitting in Google, and that was one of the most challenging interview, but one of the best tests to the structured framework that I had developed. So let's see like what are the different topics that we are going to study. I'm not saying that you should follow these things, but it really helped me a lot, and that's why I thought to share it with you. Alright, guys, so we are onto the computer now, and let's start with our syllabus and हम DSA किस तरीके से पढ़ेंगे. So this is you right now, Billu Zero, and you're starting on with your DSA journey. और सबसे पहले हम पढ़ेंगे कंप्यूटर आर्किटेक्चर के बारे में. अब कंप्यूटर्स पे काम कर रहे हो, पता ही नहीं कंप्यूटर्स काम कैसे करते हैं, हाउ कंप्यूटर इज स्ट्रक्चर्ड, तो फ़ायदा क्या. सो वी विल फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड कंप्यूटर आर्किटेक्चर इन ब्रीफ एंड देन राइट आर फर्स्ट हेलो वर्ल्ड कोड, क्योंकि यह सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट. मतलब हेलो वर्ल्ड नहीं लिखा तो कैसे स्टार्टिंग करी. फिर उसके बाद वी विल टॉक अबाउट वेरिएबल्स, डिफरेंट डेटा टाइप्स क्या होते हैं, किस तरीके से यूज़ करते हैं। उसी लॉजिक को एक्सटेंड करते हुए वी विल लर्न अबाउट हाउ टू टेक इनपुट फ्रॉम द यूज़र, देन कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट्स किस तरीके से यूज़ करें, फिर लूप्स किस तरीके से यूज़ करें। एंड वंस वी आर डन विद दीज बेसिक्स पार्ट वी आर गोना स्टडी अबाउट एरेज क्या होते हैं, उन्हें सॉर्ट कैसे करते हैं, सॉर्टिंग क्यों करते हैं, कब नहीं कर सकते हैं। फिर उसके बाद सर्च प्रॉब्लम्स के बारे में बात करेंगे। We will talk about binary search, do a lot of problems on these topics, then extend our logic to two pointers, then talk about strings, then we start with recursion. And once we start with recursion, then we will start talking about depth first search. And we will start with DFS, talk about DP, and then end our course with backtracking. And yeah, in the end, I assume that you might become Hero Billu. But the thing is, you need to follow things along, practice well, and yes, you need to solve problems. And it's not just about coding, it is about the right process of thinking. And throughout this course, we are going to make a lot of videos, we are going to do a lot of problems. We will talk about the thought process involved in problem solving and then solve it, because that's gonna help you in the longer run. So please stay tuned and see you around in the next videos. Thank you. Bye.